the mother who gave me my name. Her voice from the ether calls, daughter, don't look back, you'll never fall. I held your little soul in my hands for so long, thinking only heaven knows how life will write your song. Be loud, be heard, be proud, she said, if you want it, you got it. I danced in a hurricane with the God who has no name. I had to run or face the pain, hold on to love and learn to trust again. Like a tear in a broken frame, a wild heart you'll never tame. One constant law remains, love your life, dance again. My father lives in my dreams, saying all is not what it seems. You are what you believe. Be the person you want to be without a shadow of a doubt. Live your life out loud. Be the light within the crowd. Be loud, be heard, be proud. And who knows right from wrong? He said, if you want it, you got it. I danced in the hurricane with the God who has no name. I had to run or face the pain, hold on to love and learn to trust again. Like a tear in a broken frame, a wild heart you'll never tame. One constant law remains, love your life, dance again. Don't write my rules, don't look back, you'll never fall. I held your little soul. Yeah, I danced in a hurricane with a God who has no name. I had to run or face the pain, hold on to love and learn to trust again. Like a tear in a broken frame, a wild heart you'll never tame. One constant law remains, love your life. The light goes out, if the light goes out, if the light goes out, if the light goes out, dance again. Brian O'Neill, you ask, curious about what you think of the music industry today. What does it feel like to be a female icon within the music industry? The music industry today, it's a really strange one, Brian, because what is it? What is the music industry? For me, as an artist, as a 62-year-old woman who has been in the charts 3 times in the last 15 months, it's very interesting. I can play live, and because I can play live, I feel I have power in the industry. But then there's the other side of the spectrum, where if you sell less than 1 million units per release, no one's interested in you. But the thing is, I've been in the charts 3 times in the last 15 months. I'm one of Demon Music's best sellers. So there's a lot of contradictions. There is a lot of disparity. And you cannot look on these disparities and look at them as being something real. So for me, being a female icon within the industry, I live in my bubble and I live in Toyah world, where I know exactly the venues I'm going to fill. I know exactly what's going to sell. And I know to a certain extent what people want from me. Therefore, I have presence. But it's not international presence. In a way, it's growing now for the first time because lockdown has helped people discover me. So at the moment, my view of the music industry is very, very positive. And it's positive for reasons you could never second guess. And that is purely the lockdown helped the world discover me. Cherry Red Records have paid a lot for my back catalogue, which means it's worth a lot to them. Therefore, they are going to do everything to put it out there. And I'm really happy about that. Demon Music want me as an artist and they adore me and they back me all the way. So I feel quite strong and quite confident as an artist in this world. But even my gorgeous friend, Simon Darlow, said to me at dinner the other night that to a lot of people that earn the big bucks, that run the business, that do things like PRS, which is sharing income among artists, I'm in the lower 1%. I'm considered part of the dregs. And this is a cruel business. And I said this, a few minutes ago. And if you latch on or believe these attitudes, then you can't survive. What helps you survive is being very iron sure of your identity and iron sure of your audience and what you mean to people. Therefore, you keep your head above water. And that's what it is. So how do I feel, Brian, about being a female icon? Well, it's like a yo-yo. It's up and down. One day you can't give yourself away and the next, everyone wants to know you. And I find that fascinating. It doesn't provide me my oxygen. What provides me my oxygen is continually being creative, connected to my audience and knowing that my audience are with me. And one woman that probably taught me that very early on is the beautiful Katharine Hepburn, who I didn't mean to cover in this shot, but there's me and Katharine Hepburn making the corners green together. And I realised her life was tough, but she hung in. And when she was 73, she produced The Corners Green with George Cukor directing, starring myself, Dame Anna Massey, Katharine Hepburn, and many, many more. And it's the lives of icons like that have taught me that you just have to be tenacious. You keep hanging on. So thank you for that question. It was absolutely brilliant. This is a relatively new Toyah song. I wrote it with Tim Elsenberg, who's one of my favourite songwriters, and it's called Little Tears of Love. Nothing breaks like a little death. Taste the salt upon my breast. Little tears of love and pain tumble down into my lap again. Your love comes and surprises me, leaves a sweet sticky memory, and we are flawless in each caress of every detail of all this flesh. Raise your voice, be brave, commit, make your choice. We're all the devil, clothed in flesh. Come on, my baby, let's make some mess. Here and now, access this soul. Heal my heart and make me whole. I'm a devotee of your duress. Give me the word and I'll strip this flesh. Little tears of love and pain tumble down into my lap again. Tumble down into my lap again. If I could take a trip to the moon or to Mars, would I? Well, this is a really interesting question, Chris, because I think now at the age of 62, no. Firstly, I can't afford to go to the moon. That's a costly ticket. But secondly, going to Mars, I don't think you'd ever return, not at this particular point in time. So if I was, say, terminally ill, then yeah, I'd have nothing to lose to go to Mars. It would be the trip of a lifetime. Also, I think when you get older, you feel your frailties, and I would feel so vulnerable, and I'm not sure I want to be stuck in a kind of capsule-shaped home for that amount of time and trusting it. And you hear that the astronauts have terrible constipation, they have terrible headaches because they have to slightly dehydrate. You know what? I'm not convinced I would do either at this point in time, but thank you for that question, Chris. It's a really good one. Martian Cowboy. Celestial stowaway, my Martian cowboy, come again another day. Till then, we're just a star away, my Martian cowboy. Remember today. decaying cars, and splintered tires, the deserted freeways of Mars. My Martian cowboy, hold me in your arms again, I said. Hold me in your arms. This planet is far from Mars. Let's just hold hands for now, and we'll take it as it comes. Red planet, sunrise. Red planet, I wish I could swim like dolphins to swim. Though nothing will keep us together, we can keep them forever and ever. We could be heroes just for one day. fall, and the shame was on the other side. Oh, we can beat them forever and ever. We can be heroes just for one day. We can be heroes. Thank you. It's well known that you had a warehouse called Mayhem in Battersea. What was the idea behind it? Well, it was communal living, and it was very cold. It had no heating. It only had one window, which was boarded up, but we decided to kind of uncover it because we needed some natural light. It very quickly became obvious that London needed a space of this size where bands could come and work. So Hazel O'Connor worked there. She formulated the music for the film Breaking Glass there. Apparently Adam and the Ants, Rima worked there. Now I say apparently because I was off doing my own thing during some of this time, but I do remember, if I don't remember Adam and the Ants working there, I remember Steve Strange taking over many weekends to work there. But I think one of the most exciting events for all of us was Iggy Pop moving in to rehearse the tour for Passenger, that album. Forgive me for not remembering the name of the album. So he moved in to rehearse all of that, and John Cale was there to work with him. I think they were rehearsing for the album as well as the tour, so we had the privilege, because we lived on site, we had this huge rehearsal space about the size of what you're seeing to the river now, and then we had living space which we made, which was very ramshackle, but it was still a great place to live. And Iggy Pop moved in, and we weren't sure if it was going to be Iggy or just the band moving in, but it was. Iggy arrived every day with John Cale, and that was a phenomenal time for us because we got to socialise with Iggy. He invited us to where he was living at the time in Kensington to eat meals with him. We got to see the shows. He was a very generous man, and of course there's the music. What I really remember about the time Iggy was rehearsing there was this incredible volume. It was so loud, it was deafening, and people couldn't find where the warehouse was. We were in a railway siding beside Battersea railway station, so it meant for a while we got away with this incredible volume until they found the address, and then we had to soundproof the whole area. But another event that I remember is one morning there was a knock on the door, and three of us were living there. There was Eve, who was Adam Ant's wife, there was Keith, who managed the place for all of us, and there was a music journalist called John. And we get a knock on the door, and it's Special Branch Police, and they say, "We're on your roof, can we come in?" So we looked out, and there was all these police, and apparently next to us a neighbour was a mercenary who had got hold of some nuclear warheads, something like that. I mean, something really incredibly dangerous, and we knew who they meant. This neighbour was a friendly neighbour who often came in and just socialised with us and stayed around and listened to the bands rehearse. He was a really great guy, and he turned out to be a mercenary who was selling warheads. So we allowed the police in, and they got the guy, they got all the dangerous stuff out of his warehouse, and then it all went to court and it was sorted out. But it was that kind of extraordinary address where absolutely out of this world things happened. We loved every moment of it, but eventually I started to desire to have a real bathroom. There was only one loo and a sink in there. There was nowhere we could go and wash. We were washing in buckets for well over a year, so I started to crave having my own home. But I'm grateful for Mayhem for introducing me to really great people. And now for an unseen performance. This is the wonderful Dawn Chorus for you all, performed by myself, Chris Wong and Mike Nichols on bass. Enjoy! This next song is off my 1982 album called The Changeling, which was produced by the very wonderful Steve Lillywhite. And this song is called Dawn Chorus. Was wasted, modest and man shy, we could never decide which color shall we paint our eyes. We're getting ready to walk out in style. Wicked ladies, Satan's toys, with painted nails, acting coy. We're going after the girl-shy boys. Here come the dancing boys. Here come the wild girls. In the heat of the night, in the heat of the night. Here it comes, the dawn chorus. Seductive eyes draw me in on this dark, tinted night. Wild boys with their buttons and poles. Hello, boys, where the midnight goes. Here come the dancing boys. Here come the wild girls. In the heat of the night, in the heat of the night. Here it comes, the dawn chorus. Thighs touch thighs, and eyes light, driving me crazy, driving me crazy. Was wasted, modest and man shy. Eyes catch eyes, ambitions ignite. Let's end this tinted night to the slaughter. Here come the dancing boys. Here come the wild girls. In the heat of the night, in the heat of the night. Here it comes, the dawn chorus. Here come the dancing boys. Here come the wild girls. In the heat of the night, in the heat of the night. Here it comes, the dawn chorus. Here come the dancing boys. Here come the wild girls. In the heat of the night, in the heat of the night. Here it comes, the dawn.